Look to that steed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. They said we would never be back. Nick, you would never guess who tried to stop me from being back this week.
Who, Brett?
Me filming my stupid fucking AU Falcon videos on the street. Have you seen on my Instagram how I film, like, I'll do a funny video, like a Maserati will go past, and then I'll focus on the AU Falcon or a BA in the background.
Yeah.
Today, had a few cans. I will be honest with you.
Okay.
Nearly got cleaned up on Chapel Street.
Far out. Where at?
Chapel Street, we actually, where were we, Fee? That fucking, what was that bar you like? The Cherry Tree.
Oh, the Cherry Tree. I've always wanted to go to the Cherry Tree.
Fee loves the Cherry Tree. I'm 50-50 on the Cherry Tree.
Okay.
But they had Venom Golden Ale, which you know I'm a big fan of.
Yes.
My favourite Golden Ale beer. And then I saw an AU Falcon, XR8, Tickford, King. And then I was like, I'll give it 5 minutes. It's Chapel Street.
Yeah.
The Ferrari will come past in no time and I can film one of my funny little quick videos.
Yes.
And Beamer comes past. I'm like, this is a great shot. I'm looking at the camera. Didn't fucking look at the other side of the road. Nearly got absolutely axed.
Oh my god.
Man, that's the only... And then you rock up with Tooheys Platinum. So I'm testing fate today. I could die twice.
So what, you've already... But it's 3 in the afternoon. When did you go for a beer?
Look, let's not judge. Okay, well, Fee, it was a beautiful sunny day. I woke up. I'm working on the David Walsh edit, which is up on Patreon as we speak. Mm-hmm. I did 6 hours of editing yesterday, 3 hours this morning. We're going to walk around the Botanical Gardens, and Fee said, "Do you want a beer?" And I said, "Okay."
Okay.
You know, my little rubber arm.
Yeah, little rubber arm. It's very, very rubbery, but I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I like that stretch. Was it Stretch
Armstrong?
I'm Stretch Armstrong.
They were awesome.
Dude, Stretch Armstrong's rule. That is me at the pub. I'm Stretch Armstrong.
We years ago we had these rich cousins that lived in Brisbane.
Fuck, this Tooheys Platinum. By the way, we just did a Patreon thing. We haven't we'll get back to rich cousins in Brisbane. Nick Kappa has found Tooheys Platinum. We are currently drinking Tooheys Platinum as we speak. We're in the dark can. You've won the competition. It's 6.5%, 1.7 standard drinks.
Yeah.
And I'm already feeling it.
Man, it is crazy. I've never had it in a can.
Dude.
I kind of liked it better in the bottle.
Man, Tooheys Platinum was always in a bottle, right? As soon as I drank this, it's like I can instantly taste car park fights, underage, at Domino's in Forestville.
Man, when you're working in that flat, hot desert sun, kind of like Perth or whatever, you've been out and you're going to Windy and shit. It's flat, it's fucking so terrible. But after a day's work, nothing tastes better than a Tooheys Extra Dry. It was great. And I was like, how do my mates still drink that? But then you go back out there, you're in the heat, whatever. Look, they don't taste so bad,
We've had a lot of rivalries in this podcast.
Yeah.
I was always a Carlton Cold man.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, right. I was Carlton Cold, but no one used to go, because we had mates, and I had mates, guys, sorry to brag.
Yeah.
And we used to go halves in a carton, and no one would ever go halves with me with Carlton Cold. No one would be like, it's dog shit, it's the worst one. I was like, man, it's better than Tooheys Extra Dry. And then every weekend I was like, there was no other choice but to get Tooheys Extra Dry. And then they released the Platinum, and it changed our life forever.
Mate, it never made it north. Never made it north.
Didn't it?
The Carlton Cold, no.
Didn't it?
Yeah, sometimes. Like you'd see it in Sydney sometimes, but really, no.
It was the cheapest carton you could get. I remember being like $22.
Yeah. And
then if you had a good pay week, if you did a bit of overtime, you could finish your night off with a bottle of Real McCoy.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
we, Adam Woods and I and Jared, if we were feeling like good, if we had a fair bit of money, we would order a carton of Budweiser from the States.
What?
Yeah, it was like $80 a carton in Gundawindi. Yeah.
Why do you have to order from the States? You could have just ordered it from Melbourne or Sydney.
No, you couldn't back then. It was like, over nearly 20 years ago.
Dude, we had the freakiest bottle shop. It was in High Wycombe, and it was next to Chicken Treat, of course. And the guy must have had a weird palate for beer. Yeah. When I say weird palate, I mean stock standard ones, but different. He always had Budweiser.
Oh, yeah.
Had Foster's. And then we saw, and like, it got trendy 2 or 3 years later, but we saw Pure Blonde for the first time.
Oh, yeah, no, that was big on the East Coast.
Right.
Pure Blonde was big.
I mean, this is, 20 years. So the first time I saw the carton, and I said to him, I said to my mate, I was like, yeah, mate, I like my beer like I like my women, a bit of a gag. But I said to the guy, what's the go with this Pure Blonde?
The start of Brett's comedy journey.
Yes.
he got one laugh.
Got one laugh.
Oh,
actually, I think it
first
bombed.
over mine.
I think it bombed. It didn't land.
As if you would have heard it like fucking 20 times a day, eh?
No, I said it to my mate in the pool
room.
You
said it to your mate?
And he's like, he chuckled, and then I said it to the bottle shop.
Oh, so you redid it?
Oh, yeah. Well, it got
you did a re-release.
Yeah. It's a special treat, and it didn't go as well the second time, but that's all gear. You lost the energy and momentum about it. But I said, oh, what's this Pure Blonde stuff? And he goes, oh, it's for people with diabetes. So they can drink beer. And I was like, okay, because it's like low sugar, and I didn't understand. I just thought it was for diabetic people. And I was like, fuck it, we'll get a carton of this, something different. And it was actually quite nice.
That was the first of the low carb beers.
First one, and I remember it was like a New Year's, I might have been 19, and walking around, doing my line, like my beer, like my women, a few times. Mixed response. But people were coming up like, what the fuck is that beer? It's like they'd never seen it before.
Oh, really?
So we were like, the big deal. I was like, man, come over and have one. I'll swap you.
Because 4X Gold, it was something that they've always been low carb. And then they advertised it when Pure Blonde came out. They were like the original low carb beer. Or something like that, the first ever. And you're like, oh, that's a fucking bad move. That's a bad move.
Also, when you're drinking 27 of them, it doesn't matter if it's low carb. You know what I mean? It's like you're still over your daily limit. 300 times.
But I tell you what, legendary refreshment, the Tooheys Extra Dry Platinum. But I'm going back to the absolute king. I'm going back.
You know what? I'm staying on the Platinums forever. Today we've done a big commitment. We're trying to, because Nick's away you're going to Japan for your honeymoon, which is beautiful. So we're trying to do a commitment we're doing 2 pods back to back, and we've started off by drinking Tooheys Platinum. Yeah. So if next week there's not an ep, you know what happened.
Well, we'll have one ep, and then the next one could be just murmuring Patreon ep. Just we really get into it. We really tell who's a fuckhead. Really fucking get into it.
Have you got the socks you're wearing right now? Are they from the Perth train?
No, that's every train.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a graffiti-proof seat socks.
Why are you wearing those socks? It's green, it's yellow, it's black.
Oh, man.
How is it graffiti-proof?
You just look back on, how depressed you were in lockdown. My wife bought a tram card game. A tram-themed card game.
Thank God I found some work on construction.
Oh, man. It was... And then I think she got these free socks with it.
Right.
And it was the worst fucking card game I've played in my whole life. It was awful.
I look back on lockdown as a fond time. I was like, man, I was working, I was making good dollars, I was home at 3, I was maggie by 6, I was in bed by 9, I was eating steaks.
Yeah.
Didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Didn't mind it at all.
It was the arrival of Chubby Brett. Chubby Brett,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he hasn't left.
Because I was like, fucking hell. Because I look at some photos of you before lockdown, you are very thin.
Yeah. I'm 75 kegs, maybe 72 fighting weight. Now can't get below 81.
I thought I looked okay years ago, and then I was like, holy shit, I was still fat. And then I got fat, but I got face fat during lockdown.
Right.
I got that.
There's a good photo of us when we did our first comedy special together, and we looked jacked. I was like, man, we look fucking good.
Yeah.
But you look good at the wedding. And I still struggle to get back to it.
But it's coming back. The belt's hurting again a little bit. You know where you can just feel it oh god, there wasn't that.
Dude, I'm back working, back on the tools. Because there's no film industry work. I'm back from a holiday. Got to get cracking. got these is it 11? Is the workwear brand 11?
I don't know.
There's FXD, which is great pants.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
But also 11 is another work brand, and they do full tradie pants, which is basically pregnancy pants.
Oh.
You know they got like when you get pregnancy pants.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And they got that big elastic band on it.
Man, that sound awesome.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking awesome.
Yeah, right.
For tradies who bend down and you have smoker, you have too many sausage rolls. And before I was like, these are great. This was like when I was doing trades or whatever during lockdown. Yeah. Now I am stretching the fuck out of that lucky band. You know what I mean? That elastic is not flexible at all. It's going one way, which is out.
I've had a really hard time lately. I found after the wedding, when I was off the beers, I found it was easy to go back off the beers for a bit. Or it was easy to... But now I just love a fucking beer. I've been loving it. It's hard getting into summer. Also, Queensland, we just went there, right?
Yeah.
You and I, we got obliterated. Last episode, so good with Nick Carr.
Oh, I don't remember.
Absolute crap.
Getting in fights with taxi drivers.
Far out. Great episode.
Oh, and I was traumatised, by the way. We'll get back to this again. Another pinpoint. Because you know how that guy had a blue Haval car?
Yeah.
I got 3 blue Haval cars picking me up. And every time I was like, it's going to be the guy again.
It's going to be the guy.
I'm scared.
Man, I haven't checked the Uber rating you gave me.
Do it now.
I should check it. Fuck.
Do it now. Get your phone here.
Oh, man. Yeah. Far out. Yeah, I will check it.
Fuck, he's got to read
Go back, listen to the last episode.
There's no way he's given us 5 stars.
Brett yelled at...
I didn't yell. He accused us of slamming his boot, which is fair, but we were on a big hill, and also... Man, and the doors were shit because we were in Cairns, and the guy who would drive the car goes, yeah, man, the hinges are not hinges, the gas compression things, what are they called? They're shit on the Haval. The boot slams easy. I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Where do you see your...
You've got to go into the star.
Tooheys Street.
So you got to go back to your history, and then you scroll
Rated 5.
Fuck yeah. But also, he would be worried about... Because he's the one who stepped out of the car, not me.
Yeah.
So he'd be worried about, let's give him a 1 star and say piss poor because he didn't commit with a fight. He probably would have bashed us both.
Understand your rating. Yep.
He gave us 5.
Yeah, gave us 5. I'm still on 4.68, baby. Is that bad or good? Anyway, let us know.
Who knows? Who cares?
Man.
Council still pick you up.
Melbourne's such a shit place sometimes. But it is funny. There's this really boutique workwear, Souk, S-U-K. Have you seen it? Everyone wears it in the climbing gym, And I was like, it's expensive as hell. But you see it, and it's got the cool pockets. All the cool hipsters wear it, and I was like,
it's like Carhartt.
And I was like, oh god, I should get some of this. But then I thought, nah, the factory job I work at, I just pick clothes and put them in a trolley. I don't even need
Nah. Oh, but I've loved Carhartt and I've worn Carhartt for years. But then in the last 2 or 3 years, it's now all my lighting vest that I've had the same lighting vest for about 12 years. It's been Carhartt and it's lasted.
Yeah.
But now the last 3 years it's trendy and I'm like, God fucking damn it.
Yeah.
Fucking damn it. And Tommy Dassolo, who I love, another comedian, very trendy man. He's rocking around Carhartt. I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
I've got to get rid of the Carhartt.
How much dollars are you guys on? I look at Carhartt and I'm like, fucking hell, that's expensive.
Yeah, but I always say, this is my golden rule, and you know what's my rule?
Yeah.
You buy cheap, you buy twice. You buy something good, you pay it once, it lasts you a lifetime if you look after it.
Yeah.
If you look after your shit, it lasts you a long time.
Well, I'm not paid to do this, but I was given them for free. My Volcom tradie pants still holding up very well.
Man, could not shout out Volcom enough because I had, once again, no one's sponsoring us, have a look at us.
Yeah.
That jacket is one of the best jackets I've had, and I bought those pants 4 years ago, those little shorts, cream ones and the green ones.
Yeah.
Haven't ripped, wore them fucking everywhere, and they still look good.
Yes.
So I want to actually get the exact same shorts.
I should actually write to the Volcom guys, see if they can get us some stuff. I'm still in contact.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't we ask him to
We'll do a shoot.
Yeah, we'll do a full ad for you again.
Now, Brett, I've got, have you seen, I don't know if we can get it up on the bottom or whatever, have you seen this Travis Pastrana video of him jumping those bridges in the fucking car?
Wait, is this when he's in the RV, like the RVC car or whatever the fuck, the rally car?
Yeah.
Wait, is it recent?
Is that old?
No. I've seen him jump bridges.
Yeah. I sent it to our account.
Oh.
And I was like, is that new or what? Can you let us know, guys? That is fucking wild.
Dude, everything that guy does is intense. He also got into the Hall of Fame this week as well.
Oh, right. That's exciting.
And, well, I mean, fucking... Why wouldn't he be?
Yeah.
The king, you know?
Yeah.
And what he's done for fucking motorsport, there's no one who's done more than him.
Yes.
If you think about it.
Also, Brett, I love Queensland. How was your time in Cairns?
I had a big one. No, I didn't have a big one. It's...
Okay.
I land in Queensland. I love Queensland. I love Cairns.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we have parted ways in Toowoomba. We were meant to do a bit of work or whatever. Nick Carr was meant to hang out. He's all loved up. He's left us now. We know he listens to this pod, Nick. We're happy you're loved up, but you know, you've dogged the boys. You didn't really dog the boys.
Yeah.
You did everything.
We were both very hungover.
We were both very hungover.
Well, you guys dropped me at the train, and then my mum picked me up at Caboolture Station, and I said, Mother, my phone is out of battery. Can you buy me KFC?
Well,
she went straight, rightfully so, the KFC at Caboolture, probably the fucking wealthiest KFC in the country, drove straight from Caboolture to the KFC, ate the Dirty Bird, saw Nana.
How dare you kiss your beautiful Nana?
I know, with the Colonel.
With the Colonel's
With the Colonel's
the
spice.
12 secret herbs and
man.
spices.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kari dropped you off, then dropped me off. But also, we had a beer at 10 a.m.
Yes.
He couldn't even stomach his beer.
Man, also, Nick Carr, $100,000 electric car. I thought, maybe he'll take care of it. Absolutely not. It looks like shit already.
The worst part is, we're going to get 10 messages from him straight away as soon as because he listens every week.
Yeah.
But no, I actually thought he kept it in good nick. Comparatively to his other car.
Oh, yeah.
I said, what did you do with the other car? And he goes, it's out the back. And he goes, I've got to fix something on there. I was like, he's never going to fix it.
This is how bad it looked. It looked like he's had it for a couple of months. It looked like if I had it for 3 days. That's how bad it looked.
That's true. That is true. It does look like you've owned it for 1 day.
Yeah.
So, got the Colonel everywhere.
So before I start throwing accusations out there...
you've scaled it correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, get to Brisbane, have a night in Vegas.
Oh, yes.
Which was, to be honest, pretty chill. I caught up with Jakey, had a beer. It's like, what do? You by yourself? I went to that little fucking, is it Scrambles? That micro brewery. You've taken me there before. They got like these crazy percent beers. It's like near a Thai restaurant.
Oh, right. Don't know.
You've taken me this crazy little micro brewery near the Forex thing before. Mm-hmm. We had 2 beers there. Had an early night. Well, I still drank.
So what? You didn't do the gig on the Gold Coast?
That's right. I forgot about that. I did have a big night. And then got picked up by Anyway, got picked up.
Ethan Simeon.
Yes, who I fucking love. Who loves heavy metal more than me, and he was schooling me on that. I had a couple of cans on the way up, and I was like, fucking hell, I don't know if I can do this gig.
Yeah.
And then I was emceeing, so I just had to, play it straight. Came back, left the gig went awesome, Gold Coast crushed. Yeah. 45 minutes down the highway, forgot my keys, had to get him to turn around, and then someone else picked up my keys, took to their house, couldn't answer the phone. By the time I got back to fucking Queensland, Brisbane, it was like I've wasted 2 hours of Ethan Simeon's life. I feel so bad.
Oh, really?
And then we tried to get close to the game, we couldn't. So we're on that big fucking highway, and I said to him, I was like, man, it's not going to happen tonight. We can't drink together. And I just jumped out off the side of the highway and just ran up 5 lanes and went to the Caxton. And then, got to Cairns. Watto was there. 3 p.m. show. Big thank you to everyone who came out. Dude, it's like in Cairns, like it's a 50-seater, it's a big weekend, we had to cancel shows with the NRL and all that shit.
Yeah.
I got like 44 people in.
I knew it would spike up.
Dude, I couldn't have been happier if I tried.
Yeah.
And classic cans, best fucking audience ever. Nothing missed, just fun.
Yeah.
Loved everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Had the best time. Then went to the chicken shop afterwards. And then, tried to wrap the night up. But then someone goes, hey mate, we're having a beer on this balcony. And it overlooks the ocean of cans. And I was like, I don't want to fucking bother someone. But the guy who owns this pub, obviously he's a fucking millionaire or some shit, has got this great pub. Sorry, got this great house.
Yeah.
And we go watch his son. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't know.
Was the guy who came and watched the show?
No. Just some guy who owns Gilligan's, which is the biggest pub in Cairns.
Holy shit.
It's fucking huge.
And
Yeah.
Watto knows him or something, does he?
Yeah. Well, he's Big Watto.
Yeah.
Little Watto, Big Watto. Big Watto's girlfriends, great friends with him or some shit. And I'm like, I don't like high flyers. They're fucking freaking me out and shit. They're not my cup of tea. And then I just come. Went there. The nicest bloke I've ever fucking met in my life. Yeah. He's a Queensland millionaire. He's wearing no shoes, Billabong boardies, and just some shirt he got from fucking JJ's. Just drinking fucking Great Northern.
Man.
Nicest bloke I've ever met.
Incredible.
And then doesn't talk about shit about whatever. He's got a penthouse apartment or whatever, but it's not not over the top.
Yeah.
And then someone said later that night he bought the pub for $56 million. But you wouldn't know if this bloke had $20 or whatever in his wallet.
You're kidding me.
Yep. Just the most humble soul.
And what? Just had a beer over the.
Just had a beer on his balcony and said, "Oh, sorry."
Was it Trinity Beach or something like that?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you where it was.
Yeah.
But then it was like and the place wasn't over the top. It was just you wouldn't have known, but it was still beautiful. And then come to we had it by that time. I polished up a bottle of wine. I said, "Oh, we'll go check out your club on the way back." And he goes, "Oh, fuck, I wanted a quiet one, but I'll pop in so I can get you guys a couple of drinks." Like, no, you don't have fucking drinks. You don't buy it. You don't like people buying me drinks. And the place is huge. And he was, we made sure we paid our rent. I hate when people take advantage of someone. You know what I mean? It's like, and nicest bloke, but he is living his paradise. We left before it happened, but it was like, it's a backpacker joint. They've got Wild Wing Wednesday, Titties Out Tuesday, and shit. Like they had a wet t-shirt competition. I was like, we've got to fucking go. Yeah. I don't want to be here when that's on.
Yeah.
Imagine just saying if you're on. Anyway, I was in Cairns. How was it? I was at a wet t-shirt competition. I was like, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Like we had to.
It's a different world,
dude. But that world is great if you're 18 to 25. But once you're 35, you're like, I don't need to be in this environment.
Yeah. But also, Cairns is it is a different world. Oh. It's just different. You feel so unique there. No one ever.
Everyone's a tourist.
Yeah, everyone's a tourist. Yeah, no one's from there. So it's so crazy.
It's in a weird eclectic mix of people, and I'm like, it's beautiful, but it's.
But man, I kind of sabotaged you here. But
what did you do?
I sabotaged you. I shouldn't have. Usually, I'm like, Brett, you should go do this or whatever. But I saved this for myself because Big Watto, right, is living the dream. Oh, I know. He's got one of my favourite bikes.
I know what
he's got. Two of my favourite bikes.
He's got three of my favourite.
Yeah. He's got a WR450F.
Yep.
Which is crazy. And then he's got a KTM 300 EXC 2-stroke.
Yep.
Which is fucking wild.
Yeah.
And then he's got an XR 600.
Yes, correct.
Which is the absolute dream.
Correct. I know about all this. Of course, we talked about dirt bikes. But guess how many of those bikes are working at the moment? None of them. None of them. And I was like, because I started with I was like, dude, let me take the XR 600. Yeah. No, I was like, and then he was like, he would not, because I said, at the moment, I'm horny for a 350 4-stroke. I think KTM, I think the 500 is too much for me if we're talking single trail. I think the 350 is the way to go. There's a lot of roll between the 250, the 450, the 500. I think 350 is a perfect middle ground bike. And I was telling to him about the 350. He's like, nah, 2-stroke, 300. That's where it's at. And he goes, does it rip your arm? I was like, does it rip your arms off? He was like, you wouldn't fucking believe it. But I said, but how long until you had to do a top end change? And he goes, about 15 hours. And I was like, oh man. It's so much work though.
But that's what I mean. The Japanese guys, they need to put out a 300 2-stroke.
Yeah.
Because I said to Watto, I was like, man, years ago, I wanted the 300 SX,
Yeah.
which was the 300 motocross version of the KTM. But I was like, they were unreliable back then. And he goes, mate, have not fucking changed.
Yeah.
Said the same thing as Stewie. Stewie said you got to have your hand in your pocket when you're going around. They're fucking crazy bikes.
Well, that's what I said. I was
They're
like,
crazy.
What are you throwing out for the two bang? And he's just like, mate, I don't even look at it.
Yeah.
And I said, this guy said to me once, that heart surgeon that took us out with Ross Noble, he goes, you got to look at smiles per minute. I said, yeah, that's easy when you're a heart surgeon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a comedian, you know, like.
Yeah, but man, that's why you get a Yamaha or a Honda or a fucking Zook.
Yeah.
You know, you get one of those DRZ 400. You get a WR 450. Won't let you down. Except they were letting Watto down that time, but I was so jealous because last time I was in Cairns, Big Watto and Little Watto took Jacques Barrett out for a beer. They were throwing darts in the hallway and just destroyed his wall, destroyed Big Watto's wall or something.
Care.
And then was just revving the two-stroke as hard as he could at midnight.
Big Watto.
I was like, why did I not come a night earlier?
It's like let loose with us, brother. We'll enjoy it more. Big Watto, yeah. I reckon we chain smoked 50 cigarettes in the space of an hour.
Oh fuck, Brett was still on the darts.
I know.
Have you stopped them yet?
I've stopped.
I'm
not cranky yet.
How hard is it to stop?
If I get past day 3, I can stop.
Okay.
So.
What was day 1 and 2 like? Brutal? Or
Day one was me smoking 50 darts. That was the first day I tried to stop. And then
really?
Big Watto bought all the cigarettes. So I was like, bang, 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 bang. And then next day, fine, because I was hungover. And then I had one on that Sunday. And then what's today? Today's Friday. Yesterday didn't have one. Today I've been horny for one. Like if I'm behind someone who's smoking, I'm sniffing it in. And then the day before, I managed to pinch one off someone at work.
Did we talk about this yet on last episode? Do you reckon smoking's back?
I don't think it's back. I think vaping's back.
Vaping's back. It's just that I've been to Queensland. You go to Queensland and Sydney, smoking is still piping hot in Sydney.
Yeah,
they don't give a fuck. And it costs so much fucking money.
Oh, we've got to end it here.
Yeah.
We've got to 30 minutes. We've got to go again.
Yeah.
We're going to continue this episode next week.
We're rambling.
We're rambling the fuck away.
We're going to get no clips.
Man, I don't even know. Yeah, there's no clips. There's no clips.
This is awful.
If you think this episode's bad, wait till you listen to next week's, which is about to happen.
Especially after last week's clanger. Clanger.
Oh, yeah, we were back and now we're not back.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, until next week, keep it flat, stick, and